Happy Friday, Wes. How are you?
Hey, Gordon. Yeah, really well, thanks. Yourself?
Yeah, really good. Good start to 2025. Lots going on,
Yeah,
lots of things in the diary with all the latest technologies. And yeah, it's been really, really good so far. How's
yeah,
25 doing you?
yeah, really good. I can't believe we're at the end of January already. But yeah, this webinar series that we've run over the last last month has been really fun and interesting.
Brilliant stuff. But obviously not new. Uh, but one of the things I've seen a lot of news flying around is obviously the introduction of lots of the new AI language models that are coming into the market,
Yeah,
and what that means for end users, but also
yeah,
what that actually means for Copilot and Microsoft Copilot, and what that essentially means we can get more out of Microsoft, less out of Microsoft, and what that actually means. Are
yeah.
you seeing that?
Well, yeah. I mean, like you just in the news this week with DeepSeek, the Chinese version of essentially ChatGPT entering the market and disrupting the whole market really in the sense of like investors and the way it really kind of what not crashed the market, but you saw stocks just fall because of DeepSeek coming into the market. But um, initially, you kind of look at that thing and you go, "Oh, crikey, what's this mean for everyone?" And is like when you see a dip in markets, you get worried. But actually, what DeepSeek has done is given an alternative to ChatGPT, and what they've done as well is done it for like $6 million, which is ridiculous. So you kind of like say to yourself, well, is this a competing technology to what Microsoft is doing? But it's not at all in that sense because Microsoft and Copilot can pull in any type of large or small language model to help what you're doing within Copilot. And I've seen already like developers bringing in connecting DeepSeek to Copilot. So yeah, it's just showing the rate and pace of change for AI, really.
Yeah, and I think that's the one thing that, like you said, is always panic. Especially people who've made investments in Copilot, and what does this mean for the future? And I think AI is not new. AI and automation have been around for several years now. A lot of people have it in their houses with their sort of the Echo Dot type solutions to be able to have that
Yeah,
AI language model interpretation. And actually, what Microsoft Copilot is, all that is doing is an open API, pulling in all these different language models, sort of best of breed technology. And
yeah,
then the key thing that Microsoft and the Copilot is doing is taking this technology and applying it to the workforce in terms of what we use on a day-to-day basis: email, office
yeah,
products, Word, PowerPoint, etc. So
yeah.
100% competition's great. The constant evolution of AI is
Mm,
only going to make the Microsoft Copilot proposition stronger.
yeah,
And I think it's really, really good to see the constant development. And it hasn't just hit a stagnation of ChatGPT
yeah,
4 is the best, and all we're going to now get is ChatGPT 5, 6, 7,
yeah,
8. It's going to drive this and constantly evolve it. And actually, I think the rate will now increase because
yeah.
everyone in the market is going to have to keep up.
And when you think about like competitive markets in our minds, I think you think of the things of like you're either Microsoft or you're Apple, in terms of your technology. But if you look at it from a Microsoft perspective, it's now the competition is you're either as an organization, you're either as a competing organization, you're either ChatGPT or DeepSeek. So the competition's between the best LLMs, and the best LLMs can go into Copilot. So it's really something for the market. And something I've been reading recently is a book from Mustafa Suleiman, who's the now CEO of Microsoft's AI department, if you like. And he wrote a book called The Coming Wave, and it talks about the technologies in terms of how, like, even from the start of the wheel all the way up, and how these technologies start somewhere and they develop and other people get involved and then create other technologies to help that technology, and then you see this compounding effect of technology improvement. And one of the things that is mentioned in this book as well is that um, when market, not necessarily market saturation, but when there's more people in the market developing the same type of technology to improve it, that two things essentially happen. It becomes more accessible to everyone, and it becomes cheaper. And when it becomes cheaper, it then becomes more accessible as well. And so it's like Yeah, if you've not been looking at AI and you've just been thinking it's like an absolute fad, it's not. It's here.
It's here and it's here to stay. And I think it's great that the evolution's happening, and it might be a topic for another day, but it's obviously something that also people do not have to be worried about. I
No.
think for the AI that we're talking about in terms of productivity and automation, it's there to do exactly that: improve productivity, improve work-life balance, make it so that the previously tiresome overheads and tasks that were taking up time can be just actioned, and spend more time doing what we do, because everyone in their job has got tasks, roles, and responsibilities that we don't enjoy, and therefore we don't put our time and effort into it. This is just constantly going to improve, and I'm actually really excited to see where 2025 goes in terms of the improving of the language model, and then the application of that language model through obviously all the other stuff with your Copilot Studio, the integrations, agents, and all the other bits we can do with Copilot, how that live language model can be actually used.